Good morning, everyone. I always hate to break up good conversation, but it is a joy to welcome you to Newman Lumen this morning. My name is Reverend Julie Tonneson, and I serve as the Associate University Chaplain here at Elon, and it's so great to see all of your wonderful and smiling faces. This morning, we are so pleased to begin our time together with music from Melanated Melodies, which is Elon's newest of 7 a cappella groups. They pride themselves on performing songs from a range of artists and genres while providing a space for Black-identified students to freely express themselves through music. So please help me to welcome Melanated Melodies.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Charlie. I'm an Elon alum and a gardener on campus. I have the privilege of introducing this morning's speaker, a dear friend of mine who I met at Elon 9 years ago, someone who is passionate about building and fostering meaningful relationships. Kenneth Brown Jr. grew up just down the road in Greensboro and came to Elon as a first-generation college student and an Odyssey Scholar. He went on to earn his master's degree in higher education and student affairs at Indiana University, and luckily for all of us, he eventually made his way back here to Elon and now serves as the assistant director for first-generation student support services. He's chosen to make a career out of fostering a community that encourages meaningful relationships. During his time as a student at Elon, everyone on campus knew Kenny. He was determined to make the most of his time at Elon, and he took on various leadership roles across campus. He served as our class president and eventually as an incredibly beloved student body president. To this day, students from our time at Elon still shout, "That's my president," when they see him. Seriously, wait till homecoming, it's our 5-year. Kenneth's authentic kindness, positivity, and passion for building community have always made him a highly respected individual on campus. When you run into Kenny, you will always be greeted with a smile and a genuine eagerness for building connection, no matter how quick that interaction may be. He's thoughtful and intentional with his words and his actions. He always strives to be the best he can be, and he puts in the work to foster community and build meaningful relationships. To know Kenny is not only to love him, but also to be loved by him. I'm honored and grateful to call him a part of my chosen family, and I'm so glad that we all get to hear from him today. He's just the best.
Wow. Has a Enneagram 2 introductions about myself is weird, and just look at this room. Thank you to Melanated Melodies for your lovely voices. They have become wonderful, not just colleagues and friends of mine, but friends of the initiative, and I appreciate them very much so, and I am so grateful for Charlie's friendship. So we're gathered here today to talk about meaningful relationships and why they matters. But the theme, meaningful relationships, matters. And so as I was developing my talk for today, the word matters stuck out to me. So I pose this question to you. What truly matters in our lives? Now, as someone whose department falls within academic affairs, I'm going to say something that might raise a few eyebrows, maybe even lead to my excommunication from the profession. So if I don't show up to work tomorrow, please call NASPA, call ACPA, anyone who can stage a rescue mission. But there have been many times where I have looked students in the eye and boldly proclaim that grades don't matter, period. Thank you for the woo. But before you mount a change.org petition, hear my next sentence. After a few seconds of awkward silence and realizing that we are in an institution of education, it falls along the lines of, in the grand scheme of things, particularly in the context of graduation, yes, your grades matter. But if you stay curious and try your best, you will be fine. So I ask again, what really matters? I propose to you it is the people in our lives, those who have loved us unconditionally, challenged us beyond our limits, and cared for us in the trials and triumphs of our lives. I don't know about you, but when I run out of tomorrows, I hope the highlight reel shows the multitude of relationships that have nourished my soul. And today I invite you to join me on a journey as I share some stories that capture these connections. Depending on the nature of the relationship, if you only have people who show up when there's something to be praised, but aren't there when there's something to lament, might be time to reevaluate. As someone who can keep things close to the heart, I understand the want to rely solely on yourself during tough times for whatever reason. But when you're in the trenches, you cannot lift yourself up. When I studied abroad my junior year, my younger sister Chloe passed away, and simultaneously I had formed a friendship with some other American students studying abroad from universities all over. The night before my flight back to North Carolina, we all gathered at someone's flat, sharing a meal, laughter, conversation. Before we went our separate ways, they gave me a card. There is not a period of time that goes by where I don't think about that moment. While an episode in a season of that relationship, it's an example of how your community will get you through the tough moments. Not your accolades, degrees, titles, and in some cases your skills, but the ones you might be able to call. Meaningful relationships with people willing to sit with you in the valley of despair matters. To catch everyone up, I spent the past couple of years at Indiana University where I formed some incredibly close and cherished relationships. One of them was with my former co-grad and her partner, who I just spent the weekend with in DC. And this relationship is close. It's the kind where we spent weekends watching movie series like Twilight or The Hunger Games because, believe it or not, I've never seen them before in its entirety. But it was also the kind of closeness where when I had a medical emergency and couldn't drive, they took me to the health center. The kind of closeness that supported each other by taking swimming classes or running a 5K together. The love they showed me was deep and warm, like that of my parents and communities I've grown up in. But the thing is that they are gay. As a Christian, I have a tremendous respect for the faith communities that have shaped me. Yet, I have witnessed how those communities and this faith can exclude and harm others, especially those in the LGBTQIA community. All of a sudden, God's unconditional love came with some conditions to be fully embraced by it. My head was trying to make sense of what my heart was experiencing. And to clarify, this particular journey has been ongoing for me over the past few years. My co-grad and her partner aren't the only sole catalyst. There have been other relationships that have challenged me to reflect quietly, make silent personal convictions, to espouse them publicly is another thing. And however, this relationship with them brought me to a space where I needed to unlearn and reframe certain beliefs. In the words of Bishop Gene Robinson, the first openly gay Episcopal bishop, I can't tell people to be all who God created them to be if I can't do it for myself. Meaningful relationships that compel us to grow and evolve matters. And the final relationship I want to talk about is my mom. My dad is big too. He's a Detroit Lions fan, so it's a big year for him. Let's go Lions. But I'm talking about my mom right now, or Mrs. Brown, as some of you may know her by. The older I get, I find myself grappling with the tensions between reality and dreams, where the demands of the present often stifle our aspirations. My mother doesn't get the memo, or maybe she does and has an active resistance, ignores it. Every week I call her, and sometimes as we are talking, she transports us to another world, a world that doesn't always match her current reality, where getting there will literally take an act of God. And while I struggle to comprehend it at times, I understand it. And I've come to realize the power of her dreams. We've literally seen miracles. And these wild, reckless hopes sustained by an omnipresent God is an example for all of us to keep dreaming. She reminds me to be more of a dreamer and nurturing these hopes that seem beyond our reach. She reminds me that while we may have finite lives, our dreams live on forever. Meaningful relationships that inspire radical dreaming matters. I may not yet be all that I want to be, but I am not who I used to be. These stories are just merely a snippet of the people and spaces that have shaped the person standing before you today. They show that we can be loved through multiple versions of ourselves, and we must cherish those who have embraced us in all forms. They remind us of what we may forget about ourselves. And in a world seemingly dominated by violence and oppression, where systems and institutions often thwart liberation and joy, where believing is hard, we need relationships that unearth our most radical dreams, that can hold us through these tough moments we have and help us evolve in ways big and small. As you've been listening, I can't imagine that someone might have come to mind for each of you. If that person or group is still there, keep thinking about them. And what I want you to do is take out your phone, send them a text. You could simply say, "Thank you for the gift of your relationship." If that person is no longer with us, if it's a space or a place, reflect on them silently, repeating to yourself, "Thanks for shaping me." Text someone or reflect silently for the next few seconds. I'll keep track of time. So I ask you again, what truly matters? The question before us not only considers the who, what, and where, but also the why. Why do they matter? And who are we becoming as a result? And may we hold space for all that comes with it, the pain, the joy, the growth, and the transformation. Thank you.
I'll be the rubber band, you be the match, I will be the fuse. Painter, baby, you could be the muse. This maybe you could be the news. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise a bet, cause you're the joker. Checked off, you are the chalk. And I could be the blackboard, you could be the chalk. And I could be the rock, even when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine. I got faith in you and I, so put your pretty little head in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, babe, even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. Cause this love is a sure thing. Oh, 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 oh. You can be the lover, I'll be the fighter, babe. If I'm the blood, you can be the lighter, babe. Fire it up, brighter, baby, you can be the hope, yeah. If I'm the lyric, baby, you can be the note. Chord down, say I'm the sinner, prize I'm a winner, it's you. What did it do to deserve that? Paper, baby, I'll be the pen. Say I'm the one, cause you are 10. Reeling up a 10. Hey, 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 hey. I got faith in you and I. You put your head in mine. Even when we're down to the wire, even when it's do or die, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. Hey, rock with me, babe. Let me hold you with my arms. Talk with me, babe. Yeah. Rock with me, babe. Let me hold you with my arms. Talk. It's love between you and I. As simple as pie, babe.